Hey everybody, Crimson Dragon here, and today gonna play a different, unusual game. Uh, Agatha Christie Hercule. I'm not saying his last name. I definitely said his first name wrong. The first cases, I found this game because one of my viewers asked about a game about cases and figuring out who done it and stuff like that. And I told that person I'll look into it, see if I could find a game that I found interesting and uh, to play and whatnot. And I think I found it. I played a little bit of it. It was definitely interesting. Definitely made a lot of mistakes at the beginning and stuff like that. Um, but hopefully I've learned and whatnot, and knew kind of what to do and stuff like that. But it definitely puts a lot of thinking into this game. Uh, Definitely a lot of um, you know, using that mind and stuff like that to like I said, figure out who did it and stuff like that. Connect the dots, uh, connect the clues and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, let's get into the game, start a new one, and I'll let you all judge and know what I mean. Yes, we want to renew. So hopefully it's not too loud. I did a pre-recording and everything, test my voice against the music, and sounded alright. Hopefully, uh, it sounds alright with you guys, and hopefully I don't have to redo this recording. Recruitment Drives sees largest enlisting number of police force in years. See, a lot of it's set up just like this and everything, so it's really interesting. The lines you gotta connect. Congratulations! Oh, we must have made it. Local pickpocket gang caught red-handed. I believe this is us right here too. I think that's us. Police sting operation sees jewel bandits apprehended. Yes, I believe that's us right there too. Shootout in city shows police blunder and cost valuable life. That's us right there. But again, I'm not saying his name. I already butchered his first name. But that's his name there. And you'll hear it. This whole setup and scenery's put up in French. So you'll definitely hear it when they start talking. Yeah, we look happy to be doing our job.
Oh, thank goodness. Officer, please, come quickly.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. How can I...
It has become a madhouse. Madame has been shouting and cursing all morning. I've never seen her so angry. But what great luck to happen upon you.
Please, try to remain calm. First, may I ask your name?
We don't have time for that. Please, hurry.
Prologue the Bracelet.
Mademoiselle, now we are here, I must insist on your name before I can continue any further. I am Officer Hercule Poirot.
I am Elizabeth, but it is the maidservant that we must consider. Forgive me, officer, but are you new to the area?
I stand out so obviously.
I mean no offence, only I have not seen you before. This is a small town, and you learn everyone's faces very quickly.
Very observant of you, mademoiselle. I was recently posted here from the city, and a good thing I am here now. Let us get to the bottom of this madness you speak of.
Alright, talking to characters is essential when gathering evidence. Basic questions are flagged with the question bubble icon. Use left mouse button on the question to pose it to Elizabeth. Tell me what has caused you to become so agitated.
There has been a theft at the house.
Then I am exactly where I should be, n'est-ce pas?
Alright, you can ask questions with the question bubble icon in any order. Use Q up and down, I guess. I don't know. To choose your directed topic, try asking Elizabeth more until you have all that you need. Alright, do you have a list of all the items that have been taken, or does the house have any suspicions as to whom is responsible? Let's do this.
It is only one of Mademoiselle Angeline's most valuable bracelets, taken from her room.
Then its safe return is of the utmost importance.
Alright, now does the house have any suspicions as to whom is responsible?
Madame Van den Bosch, the lady of the house, believes Fleurette is behind it.
You doubt Madame's theory? You have an alternative suspect.
Mademoiselle Angeline thinks that someone has broken in and taken it. This seems more plausible to me.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Okay. Mademoiselle Elizabeth believes a burglary is behind the bracelet's disappearance. If that is the case, there will no doubt be a sign of intrusion in the grounds. Whatever his name is, uncovers an interesting area of investigation and objective is launched. Here you can see all of the evidence relating to your very first objective. Use mouse to move your cursor. Try highlighting each piece of evidence to see Poirot's interpretation of them. Okay, so go to here. She appears all afluster and yet still acts in a cordial and respectful manner. Okay, unknown culprit. There seems to be conflicting ideas of who is behind the missing bracelet. If it is such a beloved piece, it must be worth a great deal. And Elizabeth reported theft. It is not often you see such crimes committed here. This could be my chance to solve a real case. Alright. So, yeah, a lot of it's this whole stuff. You get the main, person or a place you'll find out, like in the room. And, these branching off of different things. And then, once you get, like, different areas, then you can connect like one of these to another and so on and so forth. You'll find out later on. It's time to find some more evidence. Elizabeth mentioned an intruder, so let's start with the gravel path. Press left mouse button to explore, interact. Try finding clues they may have left on the path itself. You can use mouse wheel and down and mouse wheel up to zoom the camera in and out as you explore. Okay. Here we go. There's something right there.
Ah,
While two sets lead away from the house, only one muddy set returns. Rather hastily, it seems. Every interaction you make adds evidence to the appropriate place. Press R to view your active objectives. You can do this at any time as you explore each scene. So we'll go ahead and hit R. Open your current objective using left mouse button. Notice you have some new evidence on your mini-map. Roll over to the muddy footprints to see pure interpretation of them. Two sets lead away from the house. Rather his okay, so yeah, like that's just what I obviously just read and everything. So here, there is certainly enough space in the property, but I couldn't reside here in the country forever. Okay. Alright, next try searching the garden lawn. There must be something there that helps explain the muddy footprints. Which I assume this water over here does. Waterlogged patch. This morning's shower must have been heavier than I thought. An intruder stepping here would surely leave evidence elsewhere. And now you have enough evidence to make your first deduction. Access your first objective using R. Open your current objective using E. Notice that the chain link icon has been updated. This number will increase as you find enough evidence to make more deductions. Begin by highlighting the waterlogged patch. Next, use the mouse to highlight the muddy footprints. Notice Pierre's interpretation as you do, and press the left mouse button to complete the link.
what a revelation!
Seems the muddy footprints are the result of earlier rain. Well done, you just made your first deduction. Linking evidence gives you new evidence as you evidence to use in your investigation. In this case, you've also unlocked a new action. As represented by the question mark icon, press right mouse button to return to the objective screen. Unlock actions are summarized next to each objective. In this case, maybe Elizabeth can provide more information about the footprints. Go and talk to her about your findings. Unlock actions are summarized next to each object. In this case, okay. In this case, maybe Elizabeth can provide more information about the footprints. Go and talk to her about your findings. Okay.
Of course, officer. How can I help?
The footprints on the path are fresh today. Do you know who they belong to?
One set must be mine, leaving to find you. The other set must be Florette's. She was caught in the rain this morning.
That explains the hurried, scuffled nature of the prints.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Alright, this is just the beginning. There is so much more to uncover. Try exploring the rest of the garden, collecting evidence, and making deductions until you're able to solve your first objective. Remember, you can use R to view your objectives and related actions at any time. So, okay, let's go ahead and let's go inspect, do this. So we got intruder didn't use the path. I can strike the path off the list of potential access points. There must be signs of an intruder elsewhere in the grounds. I inspect the garden to advance the investigation. Okay, and that's all we got right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, what's this?
Aha.
It's impossible to climb to reach it unassisted. The ledge beneath it appears rather precarious. Okay. Let's see, is there anything over here? Front door. It's not going there yet.
Mm-hmm.
The trellis has been left untouched for quite some time. Okay. Flower bed.
Ah.
Such beautiful flowers. I'm glad to see no one carelessly damaged them. Okay. Okay. Bench carving. Carving. A deduction of love has been carved into the bench. L loves E. Alright. Wooden ladder.
Huh.
Judged by the condition of this ladder, I couldn't trust it with my weight. Perhaps a braver man than I perched this elsewhere against the roof. This perhaps to be rusted shut. If those cobwebs are anything to go by, it hasn't been unlocked in some time. Perhaps they entered another way. Okay. So we know about the waterlog, overgrown grass. There are no signs of trampling, but it is a shame to see a lawn so unkept. Okay. Not seeing anything else. Oh.
Oh.
Touch and extract taken from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, expertly carved on the plaque. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and, touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now? Forswear it. Sight, for a nearer saw true beauty till this night. Wow. Yeah. There's that much. Well, I know Shakespeare and everything. I had to choke that one out. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, so, we got the side of the house. A charming looking conservatory, although it doesn't seem as though it is currently being used. The side door, it appears to be rusted shut, and if these cobwebs are anything to go by, it hasn't been unlocked for some time. Perhaps they entered in another way. Okay. Wooden ladder, judging by the condition of this ladder, I wouldn't trust it with my weight. Okay, we already know about that. What we got here, open window. It's impossible to climb to reach it unassisted. I'm wondering if they needed a ladder to get to the window.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
I have found no particular logical way for someone to have reached the window. Perhaps another means of entry was attempted, aka the ladder. Okay, yeah, alright. What we got here? Bench carving. We already know that, so we should talk to Elizabeth about that. And then we got the flower bed. Okay, go ahead and damaged. Overgrown trellis. Haven't left untouched for quite some time. We already know that. Quote on a plaque of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Okay. Overgrown grass. There's no sign of trampling. Shame is left unkept. Should talk to Elizabeth about that as well. So we got two things we should talk to Elizabeth about, it appears. So let's go ahead and do that.
Of course, officer. How can I help?
Alright, I could not help notice the unkept lawn. Is there not an employed gardener?
There is, sir. Luke. But he was called away from the house on a personal matter. Rahana, our cook, accompanied him.
With no gardener present, there was no one tending to the lawn this morning, but still, no sign of anyone stepping across it. I see there's a little romance in this house.
Excuse me, officer?
The carving on the bench. Forgive me, I was not suggesting anything untoward.
Oh, of course not. Yes, I suppose there must be.
Would you know the identity of the mysterious L and E?
I'm afraid not. Perhaps they were old residents. A pair of star-crossed lovers, perhaps. Madame does not allow distracting staff relationships.
Love is not something that can be harnessed so easily.
That is Madame's rule, and I wouldn't want to be the one that challenges her on it.
Okay. Wow.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Okay, let's go with R again, see what new we got here. So, I can score the lawn off of my list of potential entry points of the to the property. Okay, and that's it. Alright. But it still says we should inspect. There's a link. There is a link. So the intruder didn't use path, it didn't use the lawn.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
I could not find any sign of an unwanted visitor in the garden. Did someone cover their tracks? No unlawful access through the garden. Okay. But we still gotta inspect the garden, so there's still something here that we have yet to find. And I'm not seeing anything pop up. It's just that open window, which we already know about. What about the front door? There's no signs of tampering or a forced entry. Clues and evidence are beginning to gather. It would be best that I approach them logically. Okay, let's see what this has brought us. So the front door, there's no signs of tampering or a forced entry. So what if there's a link. So what if we do here to here?
Is there something I am not seeing?
No. So, what about the side door and the front door?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
I'm sorry, I consider that to be a lucky guess. Neither of the external doors have been damaged or show any signs of unwanted visitor. No forced entry. Okay, so no forced entry, no unlawful access through the garden.
Order and method.
No.
That is the way to solve.
Okay. No scaled access, no forced entry.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
I could not find any sign of an unlawful entry into the house. Will I find signs of an intrusion elsewhere in the gardens? In the ground, sorry. Okay. So no unlawfully entry to the house. No unlawful access through the garden.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
With no obvious signs of a burglar, perhaps I should be looking at those inside for answers. This is not the start I was expecting. There are no signs of intruder at all. There is something amiss. I must remain vigilant and keep my wits about me. Objective completed. So with no obvious signs of a burglar, perhaps I should be looking at those inside for answers. And then we must talk to Elizabeth to advance the investigation. And with the check mark, it pretty much means that this is all done and everything. We won't have to go into this gear, this cell, gray cell, he like calls it or whatever. So all is done here. Let's talk to Elizabeth.
I have conducted my initial inspection of the house and grounds. It is now necessary for me to speak with those in the house.
Of course. Thank you, officer. I'm sure Madame Van den Bosch will be happy to hear the police are investigating.
I suspect there will be someone inside who will not be as pleased to hear it. Alright, so let's go ahead inside. I presume this is the lady of the house. She holds quite a presence, and from what Mademoiselle Elizabeth has said, she is not one to be on the wrong side of. I must talk with her before beginning my search.
Who are you? You are not the commanding officer I requested.
No, dear madame, I am Officer Hercule Poirot. I can assure you that...
This will simply not do. I sent Elizabeth to bring me a competent lawman.
And that is what she has brought, madame. Now, I would like to continue my investigation.
I understand a bracelet has gone missing. I've been informed that you believe you have caught the culprit. You do not believe there was an intruder in the house. Let's start with this one.
You understand correctly. It is my daughter's bracelet. It is a rather expensive piece.
And valuable to your daughter, no doubt. It was a gift.
Yes, it was from her late father, my husband, the Viscount, and it has not gone missing. It was stolen.
Okay.
Don't be ridiculous. I have told you who is guilty. If there had been a break-in, surely it would be your job to stop them.
If it was the case, of course, madame. Although I cannot predict a burglar's movement.
Perhaps then you have proved me right, and you aren't the competent officer I require.
Never have I met someone so adamant that they don't require help from the police. Her accusation against the maid is rather questionable. There must be more to the story, and it is my duty to uncover it.
I do not believe so. I know so. It was Florette, the maidservant. I knew I could not trust her.
And why is that?
Because I don't. I do not need to explain myself any further, especially to a measly officer.
Yeah, part of me wants to bite off her head.
Merci, madame. You have been most helpful.
Yeah, right. Well, it's wicked. Madame Van de Bosch was so quick to accuse the maidservant Florette. I wonder if this hasty accusation hides behind a deeper reason. Alright, so we got the main hall. I can imagine this was once a beautiful entrance to a grand home. Whoops, I don't know why I did that. So, we got Cassandra. I currently would not like to be on the wrong side of Madame. Not after talking what the conversation that we just had. I think she's a little witch. But hey, that's just me. Each is their own. What we got here? Cassandra has reiterated what Elizabeth told me earlier. Cassandra is adamant Florette is guilty, but there is no glaring evidence to suggest it. Then the thought of a burglary seems to be out of the question for Cassandra, because she's head of the house. She thinks she knows everything. Money has gone to her head. Yeah, I don't know. Each time you meet a new character, you unlock their character profile. Press F to view a list of everyone you've met so far. Use left mouse button on your desired character from the list to view their associated character profile. Character profiles are expanded as you play through the prologue and main story. Press right mouse button to backtrack when you're ready. So, yeah, we got Cassandra, items belonging to relating to this character, actions performed by this character, documents belonging to this are related to this character, secrets about this character, connections to or from this character, then facts about this character. So far, all we got is Cassandra is adamant Florette is guilty, but there is no glaring evidence to suggest it. So, Madame Van der Bosch, the lady of the house, abrupt and snobbish, she is hesitant to help me in my investigation, already placing the blame on young maidservant Florette. I can see a challenge persuading her of anything other than what she already believes. And then we got Elizabeth. Mademoiselle Elizabeth is a young, well-mannered girl that obviously cares a great deal about her friend and fellow member of the staff, Florette. She is happy and optimistic, and I believe many be of great help in my investigation. So, do we have no items, no actions, no documents, secrets, connections, but we do have a fact, and it is not often you see such crimes committed here. This could be my chance to solve a real case. Okay, so that's that. Go ahead and back out and let's look around, see what we can find here. Some of the greatest authors and novelists throughout history. Okay. It's locked, and snobbing can be heard inside. I assume Madame has taken the law into her own
Ah,
hands. A rose and crossed arrow symbol adorns the door, perhaps a signal of forbidden love. Come, my little gray uh, cells, let us solve this mystery. Alright, so let's go ahead and R, see what we got here. So, yeah, we're going here. Main hall. We got a collection of classic novels. Some of the greatest authors. Okay. Let me see here. Lounge room. Lounge door. Sorry. Solving can be heard inside. Touching Cassandra Elizabeth to advance the investigation. And then get the strange symbols. A rose and cross arrow symbol is carved onto the locked door. If my knowledge serves me correctly, a reference to the great William Shakespeare. Possibility. Possibility. Oh, we got a linkage. We got a linkage. What we got here? Uh, classic novels.
I must take a different approach if I am to
Okay. Strange symbols. Quote on the plaque.
Magnifique.
It seems someone in the house has a keen interest in the works of William Shakespeare. Okay. No more links to discover. Let's back out. What's this room here? Search of the kitchen is not essential to my current investigation. Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah. Coat. There is nothing in particular about this coat, but what is this in the pocket? Hidden inside the coat pocket, although fairly plain, it is still an attractive item of jewelry. I wonder if it holds any special significance. Regular gold ring. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I'll go upstairs. I don't want to go upstairs yet. Portrait of gentleman.
Oh.
A rather impressive portrait, I must say. New conversation unlocked. Okay, okay. Let's see here. No, a telephone. Does not seem to be working. Why would a telephone house of this size be without a working telephone? Auction crate. Various art pieces have been packed and addressed to the auction house. I assume Madame did this. Okay, I don't see nothing else. That's the kitchen. Nothing over here. Okay, let's try to Madame Cassandra.
Really, officer, you are wasting both your time and mine.
Would you permit me to enter the lounge? I couldn't help but admire the handsome monsieur and the portrait on the wall. Let's go with this one just in case we...
Only if you are prepared to take Florette away.
It is an offense to incarcerate someone without suitable proof of misdeeds. I must question Mademoiselle Florette to gather her version of events.
If you will not do your duty and lock her up, then I must. She shall remain there, and I, the key holder, until she is led from the room in handcuffs.
I swear about her.
And what is your point?
May I ask of the subject?
You may not. Honestly, your prying is getting on my last nerve.
Alright, well, I swear,
Merci,
woman.
madame. You have been most helpful.
Yeah, great. Their attitude. Alright, let's piece together what we have so far. From downstairs, so we've got the auction crate. Various art pieces have been packed in a drawers for the auction house. And then we got the telephone, not working. We already did the conversation. The portrait of the gentleman. So we asked about that and everything. She was not pleased that we were prying. It seems like on a sensitive subject. Madame was hesitant to give me the subject of the portrait. Yeah. Then we got the gold band. Hidden inside the coat pocket of the fairy plane. Still an attractive item of jewelry. I wonder if it holds significant reference. And then we got Cassandra holds a master key to the lounge where Florette is obviously being held. So that's just that's awesome. So no links to be made yet. So it's going back out, and let's talk to Elizabeth. See what she says.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth, I hope you are feeling less distressed now. I can assure you I shall find the guilty party and the bracelet.
Thank you, officer. Yes. All I want is for Florette to be heard.
Bien sûr. Rest assured she will get the fair trial she deserves. I wonder if you could help me with some questions regarding the house.
Of course. Whatever I can do to help.
There is sobbing coming from behind the locked lounge door.
When I left, Madame was with Florette in there. Surely she would not have locked her in. It must have been an accident.
Madame Vandenbosch should not be deciding her fate. Would you grant me access to speak with her?
I would, sir, but I don't have the key. There is a spare somewhere, though. Oh, how awful, the thought of her locked in there.
Do you have any thoughts as to where I may find it?
I'm sorry. Madame does not trust the staff with such knowledge, even me. Although I did overhear her once say it was hidden somewhere, close to her heart. Whatever that means.
I am filled with sorrow for the young girl trapped in the lounge, but I must admit I have missed the thrill of solving a good puzzle. Perhaps the countryside is not as tedious as it seemed on the surface.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
A lot better than Madame Cassandra. Jesus Christ. Oh. Alright, let's go in here. Let's see what else we can piece together. So we got Elizabeth confirms spirit key. Hit a spirit key somewhere close to her heart. I wonder what this could reference to. Well, there's interest in Shakespeare. So, what if we...
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Alright, new conversation unlocked. A key is discreet enough to hide almost anywhere, even inside a book. So, talk to Cassandra to advance the investigation. We were just outside. Seriously? I should have just done that out here.
Certainly, officer.
The house contains a great deal of literature. Are all keen readers?
Madame is the one with the refined taste. Angeline and I are much more partial to a simple love story.
Aren't we all? Romeo and Juliet, the most famous of love stories.
I do enjoy it so. The passion, the romance. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. Madame has a copy upstairs in the main hall.
Maybe we should check
Merci,
that out.
mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Alright, let's go through here. Elizabeth seems to be confident. The copy of Romeo and Juliet is upstairs in the hall. Inspect the upstairs hall to advance the investigation. Alright. So, let's head on upstairs. Finally inside again, where we can stay. Alright, anything down here? No. Maybe I could throw a brick stool at her or something. What's here?
Huh.
Searching the bathroom is not essential to the current investigation. Well, not searching it, but using it could be essential. You really gotta pee. Already gotta go. One of the greatest love stories ever written. I'm glad to see Shakespeare's words are being enjoyed. And here is the key. Alright, found the key. Love the old school locks and stuff like that. So unique. But since we're up here, missing painting.
Oh.
There's obviously been something previously hanging in this position. Was it stolen, I wonder? Alright, let's go R. Let's see what else we can expand here. That's what little we did. There's a missing painting. Yeah, we already know that. Then we got the Romeo and Juliet book. Where it's being played. Where we got the spare key. Okay. I cleverly hidden one of Madame's favorites. Now I can see I can free Fleurette from her temporary prison. Okay, but we got a connection here somewheres. Uh. Hmm. 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 Bench carving. Collection of classic novels. I wonder if we go here to here?
Come, my little grey
No.
cells.
No, okay. I have found out that if you don't complete a link in two, then your third one, you're basically given a clue. The two will pulse and everything. You can make the link, that link, and that's what it is. Let's try. I'm trying to do this without having that happen. Spare key. Collection of classic novels. Auction crate. I have a feeling something in the main hall connecting to something over here. Here. No. auction crate. No. Spare key.
I cannot see the logic in this.
I didn't
Perhaps
think
a
so.
second.
I don't see nothing pulsing. So I got another chance. Another. Gold band. Spare key. Unknown subject. Spare key.
This will not get me any closer.
Are you kidding me? Missing painting auction? Yeah.
What a revelation!
I didn't think that was it. Madame is selling a great deal of her collection. Perhaps there's more to this than just redecorating. Wow, yeah. Anyway, I'm not the best of minds, so something like that. I'm not surprised that I overlooked it. But since we're up here, let's check this room. This must be the scene of the crime. I was expecting to find clues, not who I was, not who I must assume is the daughter. I can only hope she has not tampered with the scene. So let's go talk to her and see what she says.
What do you think you're doing in here? Who let you in?
Mademoiselle Angeline, I presume. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Officer Hercule Poirot.
An officer of the law? But what are you doing here? Don't you need to be chasing down the burglar?
Your bracelet has gone missing. It is only correct. I speak with all members of the house and investigate the scene of the crime.
Ah, if we must.
Merci. I will attempt to take up as little of your time as possible.
Alright, why don't you begin by telling me what has happened? The bracelet in question, it must have been of particular value to justify such a daring burglary. I am trying to understand how someone could have entered and exited your room unnoticed. So let's go ahead and start with the top and work our
Some
way
rat
down.
stole my bracelet this morning. Even though it's clear someone has broken in, Maman refused to listen and blamed Florette.
You sound very convinced it was taken by someone from outside of the house.
My window was open when I returned. How else can you explain that?
Okay.
It is of great value. Money was no object to father.
It was a gift from your father. I can only assume it holds great value to you also.
Of course it does. What a silly thing to say. It's a good thing Maman had it insured with the others. It must have been while I was down at breakfast with Elizabeth. She was with me all morning.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth was with you until you discovered the bracelet was missing?
She was. She woke me up later than usual. I washed and dressed, and we went down to the lounge for breakfast.
You have been of great help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do everything I can to find the culprit and return your bracelet.
New mind map. This is where the bracelet in question was last seen. I must investigate this crime scene thoroughly, leaving no stone unturned. Angelina's bedroom. The scene of the crime may hold many secrets. I'm sure it does. I will assume her blunt demeanor has come from what has happened today. According to Angelina, she arrived for breakfast with Elizabeth. The timing could not have been more perfect for Madame to ensure the jewelry, perhaps just a coincidence. Angelina remains adamant a burglar is responsible for the theft, just as much as Madame is adamant about blaming Florette. Valuables are insured. Okay. Blunt demeanor, alright. No links to be made. Okay. So let's check the room here, see what we got. This must be where the piece in question has disappeared from. So many beautiful pieces remain. Oh, abandoned poker. It has been left out, all the way not replaced. In its stand, the ending has a hooked spike. What further use could it have? Okay, nothing here, nothing here. Photograph of a gentleman. What do we got? The gentleman is the same as the one in the hallway, judging by the cracked glass. It must have been recently dropped. Yeah? Same man, just reversed. Okay. Anything else in the stand here? Oh, broken glass. Rather irresponsible and dangerous to leave it in the state, whether one is in a rush or not. Okay. Open window. The frame is noticeably cracked. Furthermore, the internal latch shows it has been opened from the inside, and rather forcibly, I must add. Oh, okay. No, we don't want to talk to her. Oh, rectangular dust recess. Something has obviously resided here for some time, and only moved recently. Anything on the kinky bed here? The bed of love? No, nothing. Okay. Anything over here? No. Fireplace. This must keep the room rather snug on a cold evening. Okay. Damn, like every place has every bedroom has a fireplace. It's covered in black powder. It would not be too much of an assumption to think this has come from dealing with the fireplace. I believe that I have found everything here that can help me uncover the truth. Perhaps I must consider what exactly these clues mean. Okay, so we got all the clues in the bedroom. Bow chicka wow 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 wow. Alright, now let's go into clues here and see if we can piece everything together. Okay, so bedroom, we got the abandoned poker, left out, all the way not replaced in its stand. Has a hooked spike. Okay, cleaning rag, black powder. I assume this came from dealing with the fireplace. Then we got the rectangle dust. Something resides here for some time. Only recently removed. So we must talk to Angela about that. Oh, and Elizabeth. Okay. Then we got the broken glass. Rather responsible, dangerous. Leave it out. Whether one's in a rush or not. And we got the open window. Must be cracked frame. Internal that shows open from the inside rather forcefully. Then we got the jewelry box that's been opened. And we got the take more. The opportunity to take more. They just the bracelet. That's from the box. And with many pieces, beautiful pieces that remain. Okay, we got the photograph of the gentleman. Cracked glass recently dropped. Okay. Unprotected. Such a delicate frame. Missing his protective layer of glass. Then we got the fireplace. Get the room snug on the cold. Fallen soot. Enough to shake the house to its core. A smattering of soot has fallen from the chimney. Okay, well, we got 2 links here, so let's do the Phantom Poker possibly and the Fallen Soot.
I must act
No.
on thought and.
Are you kidding me? Phantom Poker in the rag?
Come, my little grey cells.
Oh man, come on. Broken glass.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
No conversation opened. It seems the photograph fell on the floor and Angelina replaced it. Okay. Andrew replaced the photographs. We must talk to Angelina about that. Okay. Angelina confirms burglary, but yet nothing was really stolen.
Order and method. That is the way.
Burglary, open window.
Is there something?
Oh, come on.
I must take a different approach if I need to uncover the.
Venom Poker and wow.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Sheesh. It was forced open, and looking at the poker, I cannot see a delicate way it could have been done. Who would do such a thing, and why? Okay. Well, that's that. That's all we could do here for now. And everything. So, let's back out. We do need to talk to Elizabeth, or Angelina. And then, obviously, seems like we gotta talk to, Elizabeth, as well. So, let's talk to Angelina since we're here.
The longer you are here, the further the criminal goes with my bracelet. But by all means, fire away.
Besides bracelet, have you noticed anything else missing?
Is one bracelet not enough?
You came in with a bunch of bracelets and jewelry and everything else. Why take just one? Please, mademoiselle. I only ask that you are sure it is my duty to return your bracelet. I trust you keep track of your jewelry, especially those such as valuable to you.
Why don't you believe me? I wish you hadn't spoken to Maman.
As I have stated, it is my duty to speak with every member of the house, and I would not want to have discovered a further missing piece later.
I assume the photograph was cracked by accident?
How should I know? I returned to the room and father was face down on the floor. It must have been the burglar.
So it is your father that is the subject.
Isn't he handsome? I remember watching him sit for it. He kept looking across and smiling at me. The artist was getting awfully angry at him.
Alright, if you'll entertain my curiosity, would you tell me more about your father?
Maman never wants to talk about him. She says it's too hard, but she acts more like she doesn't even care he's gone.
I'm sure that is not the case. It must have been very hard for her, for you both.
I miss him every day. He always knew how to put a smile on my face. I remember how much fun we would have, all three of us. In the summer, father and I would play hide and seek while Maman read. She always helped me though whenever it was his turn to hide. I would stand in the gazebo, cover my eyes and count, and when I turned, he was nowhere to be seen. Maman would lower her book and flash a look towards his hiding spot. After I found him, he clapped and cheered as though I had won a gold medal. When I was hiding, it didn't matter where I was. He could never find me. I always thought I was an expert hider, but when I think back now, I know he was letting me win. He always said my smile was prize enough for him. He always knew just what to say.
I'm sure he would want you to be smiling today, even under such circumstances.
Having heard her story, I can begin to see why he is so missed. It is a tragic, the loss of a loving father and husband.
You have been of great help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do everything I can to find the culprit and return your bracelet.
Okay, let's see here. A fine looking gentleman. The way Angelina spoke of him, I have no doubt he is sorely missed. That stinks. We got, nothing else was taken. Angelina is rather flippant with her belongings, but has not noticed any more disappearances. Okay. And then that's all we have. Alright. Nothing new. Okay. So we still gotta go outside and talk to Angelina. So let's go ahead and do that now. Which?
Certainly, officer.
Do you notice anything else missing when you returned?
Now I think of it, I don't recall seeing her memento tin.
Memento tin. Could this have been that unusually what usually resides on the desk of Mademoiselle's bedroom?
She holds her keepsakes from her father and other gifts or tokens in it. She has such a wonderful collection. She's very lucky. She normally keeps it close, but I didn't see it this morning.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Alright, so that's a memento 10, which is up here. According to Elizabeth, Angelina's memento 10, where she keeps her precious keepsakes, is also missing. Presumably Angelina knows about this. Being distraught, probably forgot. Who knows? Okay, so the only thing left to do now, I believe, is to talk to Florite. Whoops.
Finally, it is unlocked.
What exactly do you think you are doing?
If I am to serve justice, I must be able to reach and talk with young Florette.
The girl is guilty and shall pay the price for her crime. I shall see to that. If you wish to listen to her feeble attempts to explain herself, so be it.
Everyone deserves to tell their side of the story, whether a feeble account or not.
Witch? I swear. If I had a baton, I'd smack up the side of the head. Alright, at last, I'm able to speak with the accused and hear her version of events. I still have a number of questions, perhaps she may hold the answers. Alright, let's see if there's anything here that, I can interact with. Doesn't seem like so. I don't know, I gotta talk to Florette. Or Florette. Yeah, okay.
Mademoiselle Florette, I presume.
Please, officer. I did nothing wrong. You can't take me away.
Please relax, my dear. If you have done nothing wrong, you have nothing to worry about. But it is my duty to investigate all avenues. Ah bon?
Relax. So you don't think I took the bracelet?
As of this moment, I cannot say. But answering my questions honestly will certainly help your case either way.
You are accused. Why don't you begin by giving me your account of this morning?
I didn't even know it was missing till I got accused of taking it. Madame was so angry. She wouldn't listen to me.
There must be some reasoning behind her accusation.
How could I have taken it? I've been in town most of the morning. I was even late coming back. Then I was preparing breakfast.
So much to do. What exactly were you tasked with this morning?
Rihanna the cook is away, so I had to fetch breakfast for the house and prepare it all myself. How does she expect me to do that all on my own?
From what I understand of Madame Van den Bosch, she would not have been best pleased you returned late for breakfast.
Not best pleased? I thought she was going to batter me to death with a baguette. I hid in the kitchen and then tried to stay out of sight in the lounge until breakfast was over. Didn't want to put my head near her jaws while she was still hungry.
Perhaps a brave move under the circumstances. And you did not go upstairs at all.
Madame was singeing a hole in the back of my apron with her glare. I daren't have moved. I was too scared to blink the wrong way. Never mind stamping upstairs.
In this morning's rain, I assume you would have hurried your duties?
I must just be slow, monsieur. My mother always said I, moved like the snail. Maybe I was just happy to be out of the house.
I struggle to believe you would risk catching a cold in such conditions for a little fresh air. Perhaps you were overcome by the volume of the task at hand?
Now I am being accused of avoiding my duties? Mais enfin!
I think that was the wrong one to say.
Merci. I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
New mind map unlocked. Now that I have finally met with Florette, I should work to ascertain her innocence or guilt. A young maidservant, she does not appear to be the deceptive type, but looks can be deceiving. Understandable, after how she has been treated by Madame today. Florette got breakfast. She must have been out of the house battling the rain before there was even a second stir. Florette was dawdling. With so much to do this morning, I would have expected her to have been more focused on the time. Flora claims innocence uh, of her accused crime. What do we got for Angelina? Angeline, uh, I would assume her blunt demeanor has. Okay, we already know about that. So, and then we got the lounge here. As a room used for family and guests, perhaps we shall find something useful here. I'm sure we will. Let's go ahead and look around and see what we can find.
Oh,
Except for collecting a garment from Goosens and Company, tailor in town, dated today. Customer E. Paget, please bring this receipt with you when you come to collect your garments. The requested alterations of one mended sleeve, torn trousers, one replaced button, middle breast, one inline tear, right breast pocket. We will be completed by end of day, Monday, available for collection Tuesday. Gossens and Company, tailor and alteration specialist. Okay, wine bottle. I wonder who the wine connoisseur of the house is. Adventures like this would fetch quite a price. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, we got a note. To
oh,
receive such a note of devotion and love must be a delight. Signed by Luke. To whom is his love, I wonder? My love, it is an obligation that has taken me away from you, but it is my heart that will keep us together. My aunt is in much better health. Rest in some company has done her wonders. I hope to return to you and my duties at the house in a matter of days. Until then, keep well and know that you are always in my thoughts, now and forever, Luke. Oh, so sweet. Hmm. Anything else? Something there, something there. What's here? Poker stand.
ah,
Poker stand without a fire poker is rather useless. In my opinion, where could it be? I wonder if that's the one that's up in the bedroom. Uh, a stray fire poker shouldn't be too hard to find. Come to, come, my little gray cells. Let us get to the bottom of this mystery. Well, I'm pretty sure it's the one that's up in Angeline's bedroom. A selection of pastries.
hmm.
I could spend all morning in front of Miss uh, Abert's uh, boulangerie, uh, taking in the smell. I'm pretty sure I'll probably butcher that word, but oh well, I'm not very good with large words, especially French.
Ah,
Red parcel, completely soaked through. I hope it has not ruined the contents. Personalized handkerchief.
huh.
The initial EP suggests this is Elizabeth's. A nasty black soot smudge is apparent. Why would such a delicate item be used on such a stubborn stain? Hmm, I something. Oh, we got a letter here. Let's see what this letter is.
Huh.
I do not always agree with the telephone companies and their charges, but ignoring the bills will not make them disappear. Dear Madame, despite our best efforts to contact you regarding your account, we have not received any response from the previous correspondence. With that in mind, you are being served a formal notice of 30 days from today to make a full payment on the outstanding balance, or we will be forced to revoke your service. If you would like to discuss the matter or have any further questions, please contact us immediately. Regards, Mr. Beaumont, Bell Telephone Company. Okay, well, let's go with R before we talk to Florite again. So, let's go here. Yeah, we got the lounge. With family and guests. Perhaps we should find something, or that. Find a demand. Not always agree with the telephone companies, nor the bills won't make them disappear. Okay, so we got this. I'm just wondering if this will go with the Song of Heirlooms.
This will not get me any
No?
closer to my goal.
Hmm. This auction sale?
I must act on
No,
thought
come
and
on.
fact.
Grr. Wait a minute.
I cannot see the
No.
logic in this.
Oh, jeez, a crow. Go figure. Telephone bill.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
This is why I'm not a detective. I'm not surprised the telephone does not work. One cannot just ignore financial responsibilities. So, I'm not. Okay, yeah, we already know that. So, financial responsibilities and selling heirlooms.
Magnifique.
The family must be in for far worse position than I thought. I wonder if such desperation led to drastic actions. Then we got Cassandra is desperate for money. Uh, so I wonder with this and insuring of the bracelet.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
See, I mean, I can get some of them right. Some others I'm just too, yeah, too ahead of myself, I guess. Let me see here. I should not be surprised by my own. Okay. It cannot be a coincidence that what is not being sold has been recently insured. There is more to Madame Vanderbosch's accusation if Florette than it seems. A young maid would make for the perfect scapegoat, and with such uh, coincidental timing insuring the bracelet, there are still questions to be asked. Objective completed. So evidently here, we are all done. But we still gotta talk to Cassandra about stuff here. Let's see here. Investigate the crime scene. So we've got the personalized handkerchief. The initials EP. What is it? It's got shoot smudge. Okay. Cleaning rag.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Perhaps the handkerchief was used to clean up what the rag did not. So we gotta talk to Elizabeth about that. Okay. No more links to be made. Alright. So, yeah, we gotta talk to Elizabeth. Talk to the witch Cassandra. What we got here? So we've got the selection of pastries. The breakfast selection. Largely untouched. Unless they plan on eating these for every meal, there's more than enough for these in the house. Okay. Then we got the wet parcel. Okay. Address label. Just to E. Paget. There's no house, address, or stamp. Who did this arrive? How did this arrive? Okay. And then we got the formal suit, him in the male suit inside. A great deal of effort was put into restoring it. Perhaps it has sentimental value. Okay. Note from Luke. Collection slip. Final demand. The poker stand. The wine bottle. And a personalized handkerchief. So poker stand, and then the abandoned poker.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
It seems Angeline may have been the last one to use this. Okay. Then we got one more. Um. Hmm. Formal suit. No from Luke, possibly. Collection slip.
I must take a different approach if I am to
Oh, that was BS.
Is there something I have...
Grr. Evidently there is something I'm missing. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. It's probably like something that's right in front of my face too. That's the thing. Wait a minute. Questionable.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
I say a lucky guess once again. It seems someone collected this by hand. Who, I wonder? Okay, so now a parcel was collected from the tailors. Okay. Dawdling parcel.
Magnifique.
Elizabeth must have requested Florit's assistance this morning, causing her to run late. I doubt Madame was happy about this. So with that, we gotta talk to Elizabeth and Floret about it. Okay. Okay. But no more links or anything, so let's move on. Talk to Floret since we're here.
Anything to show you I didn't do it. And Madame, I need this job, monsieur.
Was it you who collected the parcel this morning while I'm in town?
Yes. Another thing on my to-do list. I'm afraid it's not in the same condition as when I picked it up.
At whose request?
It was a favor for Lizzie. I didn't mind having to get it.
Merci. I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
Alright. So, R. Go to here. And then we've got the Flores confirmed. This is the reason she was late in returning. Okay. But we got no links to make, so that's that. Alright. That was easy. Time to talk to Elizabeth, aka Lizzie.
Certainly, officer.
Can you tell me about the package in the lounge?
The lounge? A package?
Oui, it is quite hard to miss.
Oh, how silly of me. I must have had my head in the clouds this morning. I'm sorry, I can't help you further.
Okay. Besides the obvious, was there anything unusual about this morning? You don't by chance happen to be missing an initialed handkerchief? Does Madame Van der Bosch have a habit of making such quick assumptions? Usually the handkerchief.
Why, yes, officer. I misplaced it after wiping a stain from Mademoiselle Angelieve's sleeve at breakfast. You are a great detective.
Yeah, and I think you just slipped up.
You are not the first to say. Had she not noticed it herself, I imagine Madame would not allow even the smallest imperfection.
It baffles me how she couldn't have. It was only luck that I spotted it before Madame, and a good thing I did.
Alright, now besides the obvious, is there anything unusual about this morning?
Besides the terrible rain? No. I woke, began my duties with Mademoiselle. I had already laid out a clean dress. I helped her into it, and prepared her for the day before getting started on tidying her room as neat as a pin.
And the bracelet was still there when you left the room for breakfast?
I'm sure of it. I had it down before Mademoiselle Angeline.
Alright, does Madame Van der Bosch have a habit of making such quick
Madame is
assumption?
under a great deal of strain. It can't have been easy for her to lose her husband, raising Mademoiselle alone. She can be quick to anger.
And this morning, it sounds as though it was such an occasion.
It's not the first time I have had to stand and watch such treatment. I hate to see it. As I said, Madame hasn't had the easiest time.
You said it was not the first time Madame Van der Bosch has lost her temper with Florette.
Madame's scolding of Florette this morning was the worst I have seen her temper. I wish she could see that Florette is just trying to do her best.
Could there have been another reason for such a reaction?
Madame was not happy Florette was late. All through breakfast, Madame was watching her with a piercing eye. But she's still learning the way.
Alright.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Mademoiselle Elizabeth was reluctant to acknowledge the parcel that caused young Florette to be so late. Could there be something behind her avoidance of the subject? If there is a reason, I must establish what it is. So we got the main hall and the gold band. And inside the coat pocket, although fairly plain, still an attractive item of jewelry. I wonder if it holds a special significance. Then we got the garden. Beautiful, treated with respect it deserves. Then bench carving. A decorative, a declaration of love has been carved into the bench. L loves E. Lounge, we got the formal suit. Amended male suit is inside. Great deal of effort put into restoring it. Perhaps a sentimental value. Note from Luke. Uh, to receive such a note of devotion and love must be a delight sign from Luke. To whom is this? Is his love, I wonder. We do have a link to be made here. So, formal love to bench carving.
What a revelation!
The carving acts as a subtle and private reminder of them both. For them both. Alright, we got another link. Okay. Elizabeth and Luke are courting. Going to the band.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Perhaps the relationship is more serious than I first deducted. I wonder if Madame would say. Perhaps the relationship is more serious than I first deducted. Okay, another link. So I'm wondering here to the formal suit.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
I find the thought of such a plan cloaked in secrecy rather romantic, but the secrecy continues to perturb me. Excuse me. Madame Elizabeth was planning to elope with her beloved Luke, but why would she hide such a joyous occasion? I recall her saying Madame Van den Bosch does not look fondly on staff relationships, but I cannot help but think there is something else. So with that, we must talk to Elizabeth once again about all this, but this is all done. This whole thing here. So since we're here, what we got? So we got Elizabeth, we got Cassandra, previously mistreated Florid. It sounds as though this is not the first time, okay. Then we got Cassandra watched Florid after she returned. We already noticed that one. Okay, then we got Elizabeth denied knowledge of parcel. Strange considering it is the parcel is addressed to her. Okay, so these two are about Cassandra. Previously mistreated, accusing.
I must act on thought and fact.
No, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Mr. Crying, and then
This will not get me any
No.
closer to my goal. order and method. That is the way to...
Oh, jeez, I'm crow. Running an errand.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
As she was constantly busy under the watchful eye of Madame Fleurette, that an opportunity to take the bracelet. Why would Madame accuse her? Innocence and no opportunity.
Come, my little grey sons.
I don't want to be guessing and everything else like that. But,
I cannot see the logic in this.
I have a feeling it's this. And could it be this?
Magnifique.
Would Madame seize the opportunity in an attempt to improve and continue to hide her financial woes? Alright, that's that. That's all we can do for now. And what we got here? Investigate the crime. We've got, according to Elizabeth, she arrived slightly earlier than Angelina for breakfast. Angeline. It seems Angeline attempted to remove a soot stain from her hands. What could have caused this? Here to the fallen soot.
What a revelation!
She must have used the cleaning rag to reach into the chimney, keeping her hands soot-free. Inspect the chimney in Angeline's room, bedroom, to advance the investigation. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay. Alright, well that's that. So here we still need to inspect Angeline's bedroom, and that is it. Still gotta do something here to end this. What it is, I'm not sure. But I think it has to do with something with Angeline. So there's nothing coming off from her. Okay. Okay. Let's go to F. Let's check out what we got here and everything. So let's go with Angeline. So we've got none of these here. We've got Angeline's father. Okay. Sorry, miss. And it confirms burglary. Okay. That's about it. Miss Cassandra. Cassandra is desperate for money. Holds a master key, which Heck with her, we found another way to get in. Cassandra is widowed. Okay. That's it for now, for all that. Okay. Let's see what Elizabeth has to say. Elizabeth's morning, according to Elizabeth, she arrived slightly earlier than Angeline. Elizabeth and Luke plan to elope. And then, Florette was running an errand for Elizabeth. Okay. So we got Florette confirms collection. Reason why she was running. They returning. Florette got breakfast. Battle in the rain. Even a second stir. Okay. Okay. So. I forgot, what do we gotta do? We gotta inspect the chimney. Okay.
The longer you're here, the further the criminal goes with my bracelet. But by all means, fire away.
Would you say the, Maman is happy with young Florette's work?
Maman is never happy with anything these days. Also, Florette does have a habit of not doing things exactly how Maman wants them done.
And how does she react when she sees Florette not doing things the correct way?
Maman has the temperament of a kicked cat. Florette has often been on the wrong side of it.
That is how she responded today?
She was shouting at her, and when Florette would not admit she took the bracelet, Maman really lost her temper. I have not seen her that angry before.
You have been of great help to my investigation, mademoiselle. I will do everything I can to find the culprit and return your bracelet.
Okay. Whoops.
I must take a different approach if I am to Things are beginning to become clearer.
Oh, signs are pointing to Florette being treated rather harshly by Madame. Would Madame escalate such mistreatment?
Is there something? Order and method. That is...
Come on.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Her incarceration appears to be the latest in a series of abuses by Madame. I have no doubt in young Fleuret's innocence. What I do doubt is the behavior of Madame Van der Bosch. If what I have heard is true, her treatment towards Fleuret is disgraceful. Her incarceration appears to be the latest of a series of abuse, and I must talk to Fleuret to advance the investigation. I still need to talk to Elizabeth, of course. I was outside, didn't do it. I still need to inspect the chimney. Now is the time to confirm my suspicions.
What are you doing there? I wouldn't get too close. Soot is forever spitting onto the floor.
Merci for the warning, mademoiselle.
I must find a way to distract Mademoiselle Angeline if I am to confirm my theory. Be gone, woman! Get out of here! I'll tell Mama that you don't leave the bedroom. That you won't go out and play with the kids.
Certainly, officer.
You seemed rather excited earlier at the mention of Romeo and Juliet.
How could I not be? I may not enjoy his other works, but how can one not be blown away by a story of two so deeply in love that they will risk everything just to be together?
Especially being able to draw similarities between Verona's star-crossed lovers to yourself and your dearest.
But I hadn't told.
Mademoiselle, I am an officer of the law. It is my duty to uncover the truth.
Please, you cannot say anything to Madame. She is against staff relationships of any kind. In her eyes, a relationship between staff is nothing more than a distraction.
But he means so much more to you.
Oh, officer, I have found my soulmate. At first, it was nothing more than pleasantries around the grounds, but that quickly changed. I know it's not proper for a young lady to pursue a gentleman, but once I knew his feelings reciprocated my own, why shouldn't I have followed my heart?
Love transcends professional and societal rules.
The mere thought of him was enough to make me blush, but I knew that Madame would never give her blessing. If we wanted to continue, we would have to do so in secret. The summer evenings here are just so beautiful. I often find myself walking around the grounds after my daily duties are complete. And it was one such evening that Luke was waiting for me at the gazebo. He looked ever so handsome. And the poem he had prepared. He had barely started reading and I was already a blubbering mess. Standing there beneath the warm glow of the falling sun, he asked for my hand, and I gave him my heart with no hesitation. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I've been chattering on for so long. You have much more pressing matters than to listen to me rambling aimlessly.
One should never apologize for such a charming and bewitching story of love. But you are correct. While the culprit still eludes us, my work is not yet complete.
The love of Mademoiselle Elizabeth and Luke share is obvious, and yet she remains respectful of Madame's ruling, no matter the ridiculous nature of it. I cannot see her defying her code and stealing the bracelet. The investigation continues.
Merci, mademoiselle. Your assistance has been invaluable.
Do I gotta talk to Florette? Yes, I do. And the nasty Cassandra. Ugh. I do not look forward to talking to her. I want to beat her over the head with a baton.
Anything to show you I didn't do it. And Madame, I need this job, monsieur.
This is not the first time Madame van der Bosch has taken her anger out on you, is it?
She never used to be such a witch. When the Viscount was alive, she was much nicer. He was the head of the house, he gave the orders, and he treated us right. I would have gone long ago, monsieur, but my family can't afford for me to be picky about my employment.
I was not aware you were supporting your family, and at such a young age.
Papa lost his job at the factory just before he left for good, so Maman had to work even more. I was old enough, so I went to work. When I joined the Van den Bosch house, the Viscount was very kind. I didn't think he would care, but he wanted to help. He gave me some extra in my first pay pack, enough to keep the landlord from kicking Maman out at least. No one had ever been that nice before. I didn't know what to say, but all he wanted me to do was work hard for her. He even let me to go home and visit Maman and my brothers at Christmas with a food parcel from the kitchen. Maman said she had never seen so much food. It's always been hard for her. Even before he left for good, Papa wasn't around much, and even when he was, we both wished he wasn't. My brothers were too young to remember what he was like, I hope. When I walked in Maman's house, everything seemed so much smaller. I must have got too used to the size of this house. I swear, you could fit our house in just this lounge. We didn't have much, but we didn't want for much. It was simple and it was home.
The valuables in the house do not determine the love it shares.
Someone should tell Madame that. Not that she'd listen anyways.
I will uncover the truth of what happened today, mademoiselle. That, I promise you.
The Viscount's kind nature shines through again. This treatment of the staff is quite a contrast from that of the Madame's. From the way this young mademoiselle speaks of her family, I couldn't believe she would risk her employment at the house and put them into an even worse position.
Merci. I shall take everything you have told me into consideration.
Okay, let's see here. All done, all done, all done. Talk to the witch. And we still need to inspect the, that chimney. Is there anything new here? Florette is innocent. Her incarceration appears to be the latest in a series of abuses by Madame. And that's it. Okay. Alright, let's go and talk with the witch.
Really, officer, you are wasting both your time and mine.
Mostly yours. Now push on information regarding finances.
If you have something to ask, officer, I suggest you stop wasting my time further and just get on with it.
I have already seen and heard how hot-tempered Madame Vanderbosch can be. I should approach this with some sensitivity. Understanding, my apologies, Madame. I was just merely thinking about what Florette has done to your family. I would be direct. Pardon, I'm just considering all avenues. There is much for me to contemplate. Let's do this.
And this is how she repays me? I will not be happy until I see her sufficiently punished.
Complimentary. I'm grateful for your vigilance, but it's time for the proper authorities to decide her fate. Empathetic, I can understand your anger. Her actions broke your trust and have affected you all. Authoritative, her punishment should be decided according to the law, not by the lady of the house. As much as I want to do that and shove it in her face, I cannot do it. So let's be empathetic about this.
I am glad you have finally come to your senses and have seen her guilt.
Alright, forward. I could not help noticing the art being sent to the auctioneers and unpaid bills. Inquisitive, since the death of your husband, have you struggled to keep the house in the position it was? Or sympathetic, it must be difficult raising Mademoiselle Angeline and running the house alone. Yeah, let's do that. Break that shell.
It is challenging at times, I will admit. But I can assure you the Van den Bosch name is as strong and prevalent as it has always been. I have tried my best to provide for Angeline, although sometimes she may not see it that way. She is not to know about what we have discussed. It is my burden to carry.
You are accepting the hand you have been dealt and raising a fine young mademoiselle. That is all that can be asked of you.
And you have done nothing but bother my staff and my family. I cannot stand here any longer and listen to this second-rate officer speaking such drivel.
Are you kidding me? You were talking so nice, and you just did a 180, woman. Oh, if I had a baton, I swear, knock you up the side of the head. Oh, and walking away like that? Yeah. Madame Van der Bosch offers me the smallest slither of emotion. Yeah, that was very slim. Showing how she cares for the daughter. Before she makes haste for the door, it is out of embarrassment, or perhaps there is something she is still trying to hide. I wonder if Mademoiselle Angeline noticed Madame's abrupt departure. Congratulations, you brought down Cassandra's defenses and obtained some new evidence. In this case, it seems like you really hit a nerve with Cassandra. Nothing added there. Nothing new here, but we still gotta. This should be the opportunity that we have to go and talk or inspect that fireplace. I wonder if Mademoiselle Angeline noticed Madame's abrupt departure. Let's go find out.
The longer you are here, the further the criminal goes.
Oh, hush.
You have been of great help.
Okay, that didn't work. Whoops, sorry.
Aha.
I suppose this is the one occasion when I must literally get my hands dirty. And here's the bracelet. It was carefully concealed inside a rectangular metal tin. Alright, let's go with R. Let's hit here. And then we got the precise precious keepsake from the Viscount have been hidden by Angeline, but why? Is the bracelet, Angeline's missing bracelet, as I suspected, inside the tin for keepsakes from her father? And then it was missing after all. Well, hidden is more appropriate term. So we still got a link, so we're going to need this. No? No. Seriously.
I cannot see the logic in this. Come, my little grey cells. This will not get me any closer to my goal.
This is stupid. Where is it? What? I guess, sure.
I should not be surprised by my own skip.
To stage a burglary and let it go so far is totally unacceptable. I cannot believe I allowed Mademoiselle Angeline to deceive me for so long. Hiding the bracelet inside the chimney and staging a burglary, all part of her calculated and devious plan. I should bring this investigation to an end. Enough of my time has already been wasted, but I will not be satisfied until I know why. All done. Stage the burglary. Now I start to with Elizabeth.
The longer you're here...
You have been of great help to me.
What? I'm supposed to talk to Elizabeth. Wrong chick. Sorry. Come on. Leave. Thank you.
Certainly, officer.
I'm ready to address the hells. I believe it is time. The truth behind the missing bracelet was revealed.
You have found the culprit. And the bracelet.
Everything will be revealed in good time. Would you be so kind as to gather everyone in the lounge?
Of course.
Merci, Mademoiselle Elizabeth, for gathering everyone. Will Madame Van den Bosch be joining us shortly?
She stormed past me not long ago, and I have not seen her return.
Very well. Under usual circumstances, I would wait. But I think we have spent enough time on this matter, n'est-ce pas? We shall have to proceed without her. This morning started like any other, my usual ordinary patrol, until I was approached by Mademoiselle Elizabeth about a suspected burglary and a missing bracelet.
A crime I've been falsely blamed for.
That I shall come to. I began my investigation outside, but it was not long before I realized there were no signs of an intruder, so I turned my focus to those in the house. You. Florette, your time here at the house has not always been the easiest for you, shall we say.
I do what Madame tells me.
And to the highest standard, I presume.
Madame's standards are very high. I do my best.
And you would at least expect fair treatment for the work, not to be spoken to in such a cruel and vicious way.
Monsieur?
I refer to how poorly Madame Van den Bosch treats you. You are at her beck and call, and she does nothing but belittle you.
That is Maman you're talking about. Just wait until...
It is nothing but the truth I speak, mademoiselle. All the while Mademoiselle stands by and does not even notice such cruelty. That must have angered you. Perhaps you thought it was time they deserved some retribution.
Stop trying to put words in her mouth.
I am merely giving her a voice, one that has been silenced for so long.
Maybe I do think she deserves it. She's had the world handed to her on a plate, and the likes of me get nothing.
A motive begins to rear its head.
You're just trying to get me to admit to something. Well, I've done nothing.
Allow me to finish. I am sure you will want to hear what follows. Let us return to this morning.
You were tasked with fetching breakfast from the town for the house. As well as fetching breakfast for the house, you took another task on, which ended up delaying you further.
I was only trying to help Lizzie.
You must have known how Madame would have reacted to your late return, especially with her prior treatment of you.
She's angry at whatever I do.
But nonetheless, you were willing to help a colleague, a friend, knowing what the repercussions could be. And that show of loyalty to your friend has been the thing that proved your innocence.
Monsieur?
Because of such willingness to help, you were delayed in town, meaning you had no viable way of taking the bracelet from Mademoiselle Angeline's room. There was simply no opportunity.
I told you! Maybe now Madame will believe me.
It is evidence not even she can ignore. Which then leads us to Mademoiselle Elizabeth. Mademoiselle Elizabeth, you have been with the Van den Bosch family for quite some time now, correct?
That is correct.
You have grown close with both ladies of the house and your fellow members of the house staff, would you say?
Of course. And I certainly hope they feel the same.
And yet there are still secrets that are kept from them. But there are still certain private matters they are not aware of. Which one to do? Let's go with this one.
Officer, please.
Elizabeth, what is he talking about?
I am referring to the lengths Mademoiselle Elizabeth has gone to remain in your maman's employment.
It is Madame's house. She can enforce whatever rules she chooses.
Even if they are going against the very nature and cornerstone of man, to love.
I still do not understand.
Perhaps that is best for everyone. It is neither my place nor my want to make this situation any more awkward than it needs to be.
Oh, thank you.
Besides, it was not that story that cleared Mademoiselle Elizabeth's name. Rather, Florette's.
Florette's? But she was not here for most of the morning.
But when she was, more precisely while preparing the table in the lounge, she noted that, against regularity, you arrived alone for breakfast, without Mademoiselle Angeline by your side.
I'm not sure I understand what you mean.
It means that I found myself with two suspects with potential motives. But with a lack of opportunity, I was left with only one. Mademoiselle Angeline.
You can't believe I would hide my own bracelet.
It is the only explanation that remains, but perhaps Dorette would be more satisfied hearing the truth from you. I think it's time for the truth to be told. This masquerade has gone on long enough. Let's go with this.
The whole truth. Perhaps then we can all understand why you felt your actions were necessary.
I have nothing to say.
You would rather allow a faithful member of their staff to take the blame for your juvenile and adolescent actions? You acted out of fear. It is nothing we have not all done before. I am surprised at your lack of compassion. I see the apple does not fall far from the tree. Huh. I think I did this one before. To take the blame for your juvenile and adolescent actions. I am surprised. Let's do this one.
How dare you speak to me like that? You have no idea what you are talking about.
I know that losing a father at such a young age can be horrific and terrifying. Perhaps I don't, but my mom does. She is someone you could confide in.
She had no right. It's all I have left of him. I had to do something.
So, you sent Mademoiselle Elizabeth down to breakfast alone, allowing you to be alone to hide it.
It's not like I planned it. I didn't think anyone would look in the chimney.
What I still do not understand is where you thought this would end. What did you think would happen once Madame knew of its disappearance?
I don't know. I just couldn't let her auction it off, just like everything else.
But you could stand by while Florette took the blame.
I didn't mean for her to get into trouble. How was I to know the police would be called?
When something appears to have been stolen, it is not uncommon to call on them. Even with my arrival, you still said and did nothing. It is your actions that have brought us to this point. You did not think of the consequences. And now, you must face them head on.
Maman, you're home.
Of course I am. And I've brought someone that will bring some order to this chaos.
Major Felix Hagen. He may hold the rank of major in the British Army, but I question his authority here at all. In police matters, I am the authority. This is my investigation, and I will not have Madame dictating the results any longer.
Major, I can assure you I have the situation under control.
From what I have heard, you are far from it.
The missing bracelet has been found, and the guilty party has been identified.
I am well aware that the maid-servant was behind it all. And yet I see her standing as free and innocent as you and me.
I am sure Madame Vandenbosch has informed you of her suspicions, but I'm afraid it was merely speculation.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you witch.
After conducting a full investigation, the evidence and facts led me to deduce
Madame Florette could not have taken it at all, as she was in town most of the morning, including the time the bracelet was taken.
I certainly hope you are not accusing my daughter of...
I'm sorry, Maman, he's right. Florette is innocent. I just wanted to show you.
Shh, girl. I will not have you guilted into taking the blame for that sticky-fingered girl.
Madame Vandenbosch refuses to acknowledge even a fraction of what has really taken place. I shall not let this continue any longer. Madame Vandenbosch, perhaps it would benefit you to hear Mademoiselle Angeline's. Any guilt your daughter feels should be only from her actions today.
Perhaps it would benefit you to remember you are nothing more than a simple officer of the law.
Officer Poirot, a word.
Dang it, she went with the other option.
Madame Van den Bosch was forced to make her way to inform me, alone, I might add, of the goings-on at the house today.
Major, with all due respect, she was impeding the investigation.
This may be how some officers act in the city, but here we show respect to our citizens. You are an officer of the law and should act as such.
And I was.
Insubordination like this will not be tolerated.
As the ranking officer, I have conducted my investigation and...
Ranking officer? Ha! You are an auxiliary officer. You have little authority over anyone, let alone a major. You would be wise to remember who is close friends with your commanding officer. After what I have heard of your past in the city, I'm sure he would look upon today's events as another failure at the hands of Officer Poirot.
As absurd as this has become, I must select my battles more tactfully. I can only hope the captain at the station will see things with some sense.
Oui, Major.
Now I suggest you do your duty and escort the maidservant to the station where she can be formally charged and a sufficient punishment handed out.
Right away.
Dang. I wonder if we could have done something different there.
I'm sorry, mademoiselle. This is not the outcome I expected.
Maman was right. We'll always pay the price for the upper class's actions.
We will do everything we can to clear your name.
What can you do now? Madame said I'm guilty of a crime and I'll be punished. That's that.
A crime that was never committed. Once the truth is explained, this wrong shall be set right.
Angeline did not intend for you to be arrested. Surely you know her better than that.
I should have known better than to expect anything else. Justice and fairness don't reach the likes of me.
This young lady has already faced so much mistreatment at the hands of Madame Van den Bosch. I shall not allow her punishment to continue.
What you saw today was not justice. In the eyes of the law, you are innocent and have been harshly treated and wrongly accused. No one will be going to jail.
But that doesn't help my employment, does it?
That I cannot save. But your freedom, I shall make sure of that.
I feel like an imposter dressed in police clothing. I was brought here today as a representative of the law, and any shred of authority I had was dashed at the hands of the major. I refuse to allow justice to waver and for it to become nothing more than a hand for those that wish to play it as and when they choose. This is not the first time I have ever seen the law bent to fit one's purpose, but it will certainly be the last time I fail to stop it. Wow, I had trouble saying that. Sorry.
Detective Poirot, I trust this finds you well. It has been many years since our paths last crossed, and while I'm sure your recollection of the events may differ from mine, I hope that receiving this letter has not rekindled a sense of animosity toward myself or the Van der Bosch name. The impression you made is something that has stayed with me since that day. It compelled me to reconsider the spoilt young lady I would have inevitably become and helped shape me into the woman I wished to be. You made me see the childish and selfish girl in me that did not consider the consequences of her actions or how they may affect others. Although Maman may see the events of that day differently, I believe the compassion you showed for our mate Florette, as well as the drive to uncover the truth and accept no alternative, was a testament to your character and professionalism. Although I wish it were under different circumstances, your assistance is once again required, and I hope you will consider this as my formal request for your service. This forthcoming weekend was due to be one full of joy and happiness at the announcement of my engagement to Gideon Demir, whom I love dearly, bringing together two illustrious families, but it has been shadowed by deceit, extortion, and blackmail. The Van der Bosch name is being held to ransom by a mysterious party, and I am afraid I do not know who I can and cannot trust. We are holding a small gathering to celebrate our exciting news with what Maman calls the dignified elite, those that are well respected and held in high regard in both our close inner circle and society. Our private matters have always remained just that, so I fear one of those invited may be the person who is out to ruin our name, but for reasons I cannot fathom. I have enclosed a first-class rail ticket for you to join us for the announcement, and having contacted your superiors and the correct authorities to request your assistance, which they were more than happy to grant me, I shall expect your arrival with great anticipation. There shall be a carriage waiting for you at the station to bring you directly to Mnemosyne House. I thank you in advance in our time of crisis. Yours respectfully, Angeline van der Bosch.
Alright. Well, here we are. Chapter 1. The Blackmail. Yeah, it was about, I have finally arrived. My priority is to get out of this bitter cold before I freeze completely. Knew my map a lot. I must not get distracted by the celebrations. I was brought here to uncover the identity of Mademoiselle Angelique's blackmailer, and that is exactly what I shall do. So many things. With the who, what, why, how, when, where, the usual questions that you always ask yourself when trying to deal with an investigation. Now we've got items here, we've got whatever name that is, house. The police orders, documents, Angelina's letter, okay. So let's exit out of that. And I think I'm going to call it quits here. Apparently these are going to be pretty long and everything. I'm not sure, I'm in like 2 hours now it looks like in dealing with this, but that's okay. But like I said, we'll call it quits here. Let me know what you think about this. I think this is pretty fun. Definitely I'm not a very investigative type of person. Trying to piece together clues and stuff like that is kind of hard for me and stuff like that. But without further ado, you know, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit that bell notification button. And without further ado, I'm Crimson Dragon. Stay healthy. Bye.